Hello, YouTube. I am Slade Wilson, but you can just call me Deathstroke. I am here to talk to you about the fact that Nintendo has been killing the competition. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be doing that the entire time. I just figured this is Halloween. I thought I might spice it up a little bit, to do something a little different. But honestly, yeah, Nintendo really has been just killing it lately. Um, if you haven't heard, Nintendo released their recent financial statements, and the Nintendo Switch is selling way better than even Nintendo thought it would sell. So, just to go over a few numbers, the Nintendo Switch, as of end of September, has sold over 7 million units. I think it's closer to 7.2, but still, over 7 million units in just that 6 month period. That's not even including the holiday season. Since most consoles do launch around a holiday season, the fact that the Nintendo Switch sold that much in 6 months, and the holidays hadn't even come out yet, holidays haven't even come yet, is a really, really big deal. Now, to put that into perspective, the Wii U in its first 6 months sold about 3.2 million. And that was even with the holiday season. I think it sold a little over 2 million January to December, and then just barely over a million between January into March. And Nintendo expected the Wii U to sell 9.8 million in its first year. It didn't even come close to that. Within its first year, it sold, I think, like 6.4 or something low like that. But to put that number into perspective, Nintendo now expects the Nintendo Switch to sell 9.8 more units by next March. So yeah, originally Nintendo just had a conservative amount saying that they want to sell 10 million units by next March. And even their investors and everyone was like, that's way too low. What are you doing? We know you're going to sell more. And they were like, let's just wait it out and, we'll change it later if we need to. And clearly, with that 7 million before the holidays, they clearly know that this thing is a great success. And what's even funnier is that if the Switch does sell 16 plus million by next March, that means that it would have already well outsold what the Wii U did in its entire 4 year lifespan. So that is amazing. And anyone who's a hater before the Switch came out, now people who are trying to damage control of this thing, they're out of their mind. What is there now to complain about? Honestly, I'm honestly like asking if anyone in the comment section who doesn't like the Nintendo Switch for whatever reason has anything significant to complain about, please talk to me, because I honestly, outside of their online structure, which really isn't the best right now, outside of that, I really can't think of anything. And you can't say that Nintendo Switch has no games, because the Nintendo Switch already has 5 amazing first party million sellers. I mean, 1-2 Switch isn't that great, but still, 1.3 million. ARMS 1.3 million. Splatoon almost 4 million. Mario Kart 8 over 4 million. Splatoon 2 over 4 million. Actually, there's more than 5. Zelda, I think close to 5, if not over 5 million. I can't remember the exact numbers. And it was just released yesterday that Mario Odyssey in its first 3 days already sold 2 million units. People were saying that game wasn't going to do all that well just because it's on the Switch for whatever reason. People like to do that. I don't know why. Oh, it's not HD. Like, there's just little things here and there wrong with it. It's too easy. Like, it's a Mario game. It's a Mario game. Those always sell. Even 3D World on the Wii U sold over 5 million when it was all said and done. So Yeah, and clearly Nintendo knows what they're doing, especially since next month, yeah, next month there's not going to be a single first party title released, but there's going to be, oh wow, 8, maybe close to 10 AAA third party games coming out for this thing. Now, granted, they're not like the new, pretty much all of them are ports, but still, Doom, Skyrim, Sonic Forces, Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, um, LA Noir, Rocket League, even, which is the big deal. Just all that stuff is coming out in next month, and that's insane. Anyone who tries to say that Nintendo Switch doesn't have third party support, just look at November. It's insane. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a little video talking about this. And honestly, my original prediction right before the Switch came out, I made a prediction that the Switch would sell about 35 million units. And I got that number by averaging how many 3DSs there are and how many Wii U's there are. I averaged those together and kind of weighed the numbers a bit, considering a lot of people who bought a 3DS double dip, but still about 30 to 35 million was my range for how well I thought this thing would sell. And if it does manage to sell 16 million in its first year, it could very easily surpass that, like triple that even if it wanted to. At least double that. I could easily see the Nintendo Switch doing 3DS numbers within 4 years, just by the way it's selling right now. Especially if Nintendo can continue to pump out amazing first party titles like Mario, Splatoon, ARMS, Zelda, and keep, slowly but surely get the big third parties in, because right now we are getting a lot of ports, and I understand people complaining that it is port city right now, but so is the PS4 and Xbox One when they first came out. So that's standard for new consoles. So maybe next year or maybe a year or two down the line, we'll start getting all the big games ported to this thing, because all the big publishers are starting to realize, hey, this thing is a success. We need to start putting games on this system. So yeah, if you have any comments about these sales numbers, how well do you think this thing is going to sell? How well do you think it'll do this holiday season? Uh, I personally think that by December it'll already sell probably into the 10 millions. Like, especially like by January, after the holiday season is said and done, I could easily see it doing at least 3 more million in the next couple of months. Um, so yeah, I'll see you later.